Welcome to another video with Fall River Shooters here. Today we're doing the initial impressions on this Secutor TS35 384 LRF. And yeah, I've got a few things here I want to point out that the scope does awesome, and a few things also to point out that I think will be fixed with firmware updates. And check the description box below. If I find out they're not going to do these updates via a firmware update, I'll list that in the description box. And this whole thing is recorded through the scope, so this is the audio through the scope. It has a very impressive image. So here's some cows here, and we'll turn the rangefinder on here so you can see what that looks like. And so that cow there, oh sorry, my finger is in front of the rangefinder there. So one thing I hope they fix with the firmware update, you can see how fast that rangefinder ranges there. And so it's like, oh, I think it's saying 131, 132 yards. And then if I press it and stop it, it's like, oh yeah, that's exactly what it's saying. But I wish it held it longer instead of flashing so quickly. So that's the first thing that I think should be updated. As you can tell, so these cows, 165 yards there. Okay, 188 yards there. Anyway, so fantastic image here, as I was saying. Let's see how far out it'll range here. So as you can see, this is a pretty flat, it's just a flat field right there, goes out, and so it's picking up on the flat, just no problem at all. So we're out, 600-700 yards, and really I don't have a really good spot to range past that out here. So anyways, we'll take it out, find a flat spot to get it figured out a little better, test it to its limits. But you can see I've got it set up for a ballistic calculator for my 223, and so you can see that red X right there. And let's turn over here. We'll do a more reasonable one that we would shoot with a 223. So let's say, that we were going to shoot out to here with the 223. All right, so we have 376 yards. The other thing I wish it would do, you can see in the upper right-hand corner that that 376 yards went away. I wished it would stay up there so I knew where that red X was landing as far as how much I'm holding for ballistics, how many yards I'm holding. The other thing, we're going to turn the picture-in-picture on. Notice that ballistic drop doesn't work in the picture-in-picture there, and so I wish that it did. That would be fantastic. Other than that, the picture-in-picture works fantastic. You can see it zooms right in there, no problem. But so let's get rid of that. And so here's 6x, 12x, and so let's say that was a coyote sitting right there, and that red X right there at 376 yards, you could know exactly where to hold, no problem at all. Okay, there's 24x, so same thing, you could hold there, no problem, a small point of aim, or if you're shooting at base mag, you can also hold that as well. Me, I like to zoom in. I'd probably zoom in at least to there. But anyways, yeah, no, so I think fantastic scope here. The other thing we want to do is, it doesn't, in the owner's manual, it doesn't say anything about rechargeable batteries, and so we need to clarify that. In the menu, it doesn't give the option for rechargeable batteries, so that's another thing I'll find out, and I'll put in the description box below. But yeah, let me know what other questions you have on the scope, and what other kind of videos you'd like to see. With that, we'll talk to you later.